A message from ITV Sport. This is going to be good, isn't it? I've got about as much interest as reading a message from ITV Sport as I have in reading Gary Glitter's autobiography. It's a bit too close to the board for me, so I'm not interested in reading it. However, for your viewing pleasure, let's read it, shall we? For Joey Barton, an ex-professional player with a significant social media presence, to target two of our pundits, Eni Aluko and Lucy Ward, with such vindictive remarks based on gender and to invoke the names of serial killers, in doing so is clearly contemptible and shameful on his part. Football is for everyone. Everyone? Is it? Taliban don't think it's for everyone. Playing it isn't for everyone, right? If you're blind and you've got no legs, probably not for you. I'd suggest taking up a different sport, like tiddlywinks. Sonar tiddlywinks. And the point he's making is, he's specifically referring to commentators, right? Is that for everyone? What about a mute? What about someone who talks like me? You never hear anyone with a broad northern twang commentating on the football, do you? What if the person commentating appears to have the footballing knowledge of a sausage roll? Is it for them then? Do you think he's targeting them? Because the women, when every man is born of a woman, everyone loves the man. Everyone's got a sister or a girlfriend or a wife or a daughter. Do you think he's targeting them because they're women or because they're employed to commentate and they are terribly, terribly, shockingly bad at what they are supposed to be doing? Let's have a look at the top comment, shall we? Eni Aluko is not good at her job. She needs sacking now. She knows nothing about football. Oh my God. And he appears to be a person of misogyny. Right then, Joey Barton's gone mental. One thing I have to say is that comment sneaked in early because ITV turned off the comments almost instantaneously when they realised that 95% of the people looking at their tweet agreed with Mr. Barton. Obviously, because the sporting world is still, despite the best efforts of the woke, a meritocracy. People care about football. They like watching it. And they like the commentators to be competent. And when they aren't, they don't want to listen to them. I don't know anybody who rates the women who commentate for ITV. Eni Aluko makes less sense than pissed Diane Abbott. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She just doesn't even look right with a microphone in her hand. When she holds a microphone, it reminds me of Keir Starmer holding a pint. And we've all seen that. Look at him. Look at the state of that picture. I would look more comfortable holding my granddad's cock to my lips. I used to think Alan Shearer and Michael Owen were pretty bad, but compared to them, Michael Owen, with his monotonous, robotic-sounding voice and his boring personality, Michael Owen is like a cross between Winston Churchill and Freddie Mercury. He's the life and soul of the party and a genius orator compared to Eni Aluko. I mean, have you heard her?
But when it comes to this championship, he's had a real impact so far.
He really has. He's the top scorer for Brazil over the last 2 years. He's got a great record, 19 goals in 40 appearances. Do the math on that. It's one goal a game, pretty much.
The Diane Abbott analogy was a good one, wasn't it? Because it seems like Eni Aluko is actually somehow worse at maths than Abacus. And we've all seen Abacus doing her sums. Christ on a bike. A goal a game. Is it? The funniest part of that was she was cheating. Did you see her looking down? She was looking at her homework. She looked down at it. Some notes that some helpful researcher who actually knows about football has left out for her. And she's gone, 19 goals in 40 games. Pretty much a goal a game. How does she not get arrested when she's shopping for groceries in Morrison's? Can you imagine? Probably just let her off because she ticks all the right boxes, doesn't she? It'd be like a bottle of Vorzine and some turkey dinosaurs. All right, £8. Eni Aluko's just like, there's £2.30. Pretty much £8, isn't it? So anyway, Joey Barton, he responded to the tweet brilliantly, in my opinion, and he said this: "Shut up, you effing idiots." It's a strong start. I like it. A bold opening statement, John. Keep them off the telly. They're ruining the game. It's what happens when you force underqualified, underprepared, tokenistic people onto us. I will be calling them all serial killers from now on. Every clip you put out. I don't care anymore. We've all had enough of your woke DEI BS. I hope everyone who agrees with me gets right after your social media every time you force this nonsense on us. I tried to play nice, you didn't listen. Now, Joey Barton is like Roy Keane in that he's sort of irritating, he's arrogant. The difference between him and Roy Keane is Roy Keane was a superb player. Barton was merely average. So Keane gets a lot more leeway because he was amazingly talented and he was also a bad-tempered prick. Personally, I like bad-tempered pricks. Right, I think Roy Keane's hilarious and Joey Barton's funny as well. But you can see why they get flack. Joey Barton more than Keane because he wasn't a footballing genius. But he knows 10 times more about football than any Lugo, and therefore his criticism is warranted and valid. The lasses that they put on TV commentating do not know what they're talking about. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to listen to them, even the women. It's not about misogyny. The vast majority of female football fans agree with me. The polling bears that out. They are not good at what they do. They are poor commentators. Any Lugo especially illiterate, innumerate, no experience doing the job that she's doing. But anyway, that'll have to do you for the day. I've got work to do. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think of Joey Barton as a bloke, as a footballer, and as a commentator, or indeed any Lugo. If you think she's actually good at a job, put me a link in the description where she doesn't sound like an idiot, and I will happily watch it. But that's all I've got time for today. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow at 7 PM UK, so tune in for that. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Toodle pip.